Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Kim with your next 3-day messages. For some reason, your spirit guides, your angels have something to say. And I'm going to pull from the White Light Oracle first. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so it's really a time to love yourself and embrace sovereignty. Sovereignty, beauty, pleasure, kind of all of that here. You have Theta of Venus and you have the Sovereign Queen Maeve. Number 25 and number 40. So this is, who is this by? Alana Fairchild. Let me go to number 40 here. I mean, I would think that this is when your masculine, feminine energies are very balanced. You're complete, you're whole, and you're really standing in your power. So, all right, and protecting yourself. Okay, that's what this is also about. It says, value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intended. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. This is actually like a really strong energy of protecting your territory. It reminds me of a combination of the Empress and the Emperor energies together. Okay, Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new, more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, highly spiritual path. Venus, the way shower of light and fifth dimensional reality, also known as unity consciousness. Here to help you. That card is it talks about you embodying a love frequency here that honestly, you may feel a little alienated because of it, like others don't understand, or they may, maybe like growing up, others may think that you are not being real because you were so loving, right? But you actually were. You were just kind of very different because you probably assumed. I'm just guessing because I know that this stuff has happened to me before, where you just assume that people care and that they're loving by nature. At least that happened a lot when I was growing up, when I was younger. And then, so this card is saying, well, actually, you're one of the ones that is here that embodies this, maybe even starseed energy, you know, to bring more of that frequency here on Earth. And so, maybe you didn't realize how different you were, that you carry this frequency that others are, some people are just now being exposed to more and more. All right, interesting. Interesting. So let's pull from the influence of the angels. Influence of the angels. Hope you guys are having a good day, by the way. If you need a private reading, information is in the description box below. Just wanted to let you know they start at $20 and go up. I try to keep them affordable for people. And thank you so much for the support thus far with my readings. Appreciate it. Like to help too. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, I have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. 22, 22. Master number 22, builder number, master architect here. What's this worry about? I have 5 of Pentacles on the bottom, which I mean, it didn't come out, but there could possibly be an underlying worry or issue here concerning finances, concerning health, concerning maybe even just that feeling of being in a hardship and feeling alone. But if you are alone, it kind of doesn't look like you're going to be alone for very long, because I have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So this is about choices, decisions, the twos. And twos bring duality here, but they also can bring balance, right? So that's interesting. So you have a choice, you have an option, and you seem to have a real love partnership, harmonious partnership. If you're not in one right now, then this is saying that this is what's coming in soon. Some water. So who is this Two of Cups for Sagittarius? What? Because, I mean, Venus is also, think of love and pleasure, right? So it could be about a partnership too. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords. Did you decide to end something with someone? Because, I mean, the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords kind of looks like she's put her foot down, placed her boundaries. So it goes along with that one card very well, of placing her boundaries and saying kind of like no more. Like, you can't hurt me anymore. Putting an end to the hurt, an end to the betrayal, because it could have gone on for a very long time. Kind of looks like there's an ending, but there's something, and that's usually how it works, right? There's an ending, but there's something new right at your door. What else? Or you've communicated about an ending to someone. Oh, because you had the Seven of Swords here. All right, that's why. Oh, and so, therefore, on you go. On you go. Six of Swords to the Seven of Swords. Energy has to do... I mean, look, this person's been sneaky, right? They've been sneaky. They haven't been telling the truth. And at the same time, you know, you can read that card as you maybe... because it looks like she's trying to figure something out. Like she's coming up with a strategy, right? And not telling anybody about it. Maybe it's about escaping this situation where there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of betrayal, and sorry this reading's like this, but this is what the message is. But it leads you away to a better place. And I mean, they wanted it to be like very apparent that you have like a new choice or a new option here. Six of Swords is getting away to calmer waters, and it's ultimately it's a change of direction, right? So somebody was deceitful, somebody tried to hide something or lie about something. I did your reading yesterday, and the reason that I didn't post it was honestly because it had me a little confused. It was, now I see why, because it had a lot going on, and I was trying to make it, oh, that's a nice cut. I was trying to make it, you know, short, sweet, and there's your 3 days, like trying to do it like that, and it just wouldn't let me, because then I have to tell you what the message is, you know, and the message was like complicated, I guess. Complicated. Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles was reversed, so it's still good. That was it still means, you know, the wealth is there, the money is there. There's just some long like problems that have gone on relating to your home life, to your family, to your relationships that are supposed to be like all together, but there's an issue here. Oh, so so I will find out more. Let's go ahead and we'll get clarification. I guess we'll just tackle this, you know, the way that we have to. So the Queen of Swords is ending something. Using her mind, strategy. There's a feeling here of being, like, not getting the truth. Almost like feeling like maybe you weren't getting the truth from the very beginning with a person. Ace of Swords in the reverse. That's what led up to the betrayal. It has to do with what was lies. Okay, it's lies, deception, not telling the truth. So I get a suspicion here that the Tower is brought in by you. Because of this, because it's like this last lie or this last major deception, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? And it brought in the Tower energy here, is what it looks like to me. And the Tower is everything crumbles, that basically it wasn't standing sturdy anyway. It's heavy though. Even though the Ten of Swords is something that happens over time, it's little by little it adds up. That this is not something that happened over the last week. This is something that happened over years. And so they're just telling me that something that was initially built, like it was supposed to be built, this tower, what was built is coming down because of this stuff that's going on, because of this last thing that just like that did it, you know. So it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. What else? Your Ten of Cups is coming. Jeez. Jeez Louise, your Ten of Cups is coming. Look at that. So, Spirit is saying 10-10. After all that you have been through, because I was thinking, you know, where's the Strength card? But it gets to a point when somebody kind of does you like this wrong over and over so much that at that final one, that final sword that goes in your back, you do end up having that look on your face, like, you know, it doesn't even necessarily affect me anymore. It's sure something might be sad, but I have this really strong feeling of I'm embracing stoicism right now, because truly already dealt with some of the hardest blows, and there comes to a point where you're just kind of numb and you go into this stoicism, protecting yourself. And so it's divine timing that you have your completion, your Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups in the tarot, you know, is our happy home, happy family, bringing our heaven here, creating it here on earth so everyone can enjoy it. So it's like, it's emotional completion. Something is wrapping up. Patience even with this process, and keep standing in your sovereign archetype here, man or woman, by the way, that Queen of Swords. Keep standing firm and communicating these strong boundaries that you have, because you have something better coming in. Okay, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Another Six of Swords on the bottom. And this card can mean travel, movement, speed. It also can, it's my card that could be a twin flame or soulmate energy. May have been dealing with a false energy. Okay, just words are words, though. Remember, with careful with labels. But this looks like you have somebody coming in that's truly very passionate and kind of wants to take things quick or act quick after this ending that you're having. It's about following your heart, going in the direction that your passion, your intuition is telling you to go in. So the choice is yours. Two of Pentacles. Choice is yours. Magician in the reverse. I get the feeling like this is something you've wanted to manifest for a while, just haven't. And what's interesting about that, what was I say? That one was to poke out, is this choice or decision, it's being influenced because of the energy that you've been having to deal with. The Magician in the reverse, wow, is a person who's, ooh, if it's a person like the sneaky one that you've been dealing with, then they could even use, you know, really negative manipulation tactics, black magic, I'll put that in quotes, but you know what I'm saying, like using negativity in a way that unmotivate you and maybe even stopped you from some sort of change. Tell me more about this. Magician in the reverse. Oh, you're going to be victorious. Yeah, I get that as kind of a yucky energy. Maybe you're even dealing with someone who doubts in your own abilities. But like, it looks like you're going to show them just by your success. Six of Wands is victorious, like a glow up. Victorious energy here, standing out, achievements. And it's going to be linked to some kind of action that you take. Looks like you have a divine counterpart here. I wonder if you're going to be matched with a divine counterpart, because I have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords both out here. So this could be you or somebody else, but you do have a lot of air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy in your reading. Somebody who takes charge. They're a leader in some way. They're highly intelligent. They could give advice. It actually could be like a lawyer or a professional. Not necessarily has to be a lawyer, but this could be like a connection that's a professional connection first, or even maybe friend or colleague connection first. Maybe it's a divine counterpart, though. It is to the Queen of Swords. That's what. So trust that something is coming together the way that it is supposed to right now with the Symphony card. Harmony, synergy, co-create, team, collaborate. Fell on the floor. Things are changing at this time. If you, this headache that you have been dealing with here with the headache card is going to be relieved because you have the Six of Swords, right? So you're going in a different direction. So things are changing, and I want to say that this energy here, if you're embodying it, because you could embody both because you have the Sovereign energy. If you're embodying both, then it's having a plan, having the knowledge and the intellect to actually have a plan, and then taking those steps, the action to get you where you want to be going, or and with who you want to be with. Childhood, innocence, playful, friendship. So I said something could start as friendship too first. Loving life, growth, and a new beginning. The eclipse usually lets me know that there's a temporary moment of darkness that is about to get eclipsed out. I mean, so it's temporary. There'll be a reveal, like the light comes in, right? It also says union of opposites, and it could be that this divine counterpart is quite your opposite. tools. You have the tools and the abilities to get stuff done, to do what you need to do. Chess, strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design. Yeah. And microphone, news, trending, broadcast, expression, to make known. Social media, being heard and speaking up. So yeah, the strategy, the plan. The eclipse is here too on the cut. What you got from Cosmos Oracle? That's nice. Yeah. They're about to step into a time after this whole stuff is done. It's just temporary, right? But you're going to step into this time of lightness of being, microgravity. That word right there, I mean that phrase, lightness of being, that's exactly what this means. So they're just pointing it out twice so that I definitely tell you, you are going to be feeling relieved soon. Okay, relief. Like, no worries, everything's better now. Like, that's what's going to happen. Expect the energy to kind of amp up. Also, energy to have the tools to get stuff done. Maybe new energy, new skills, spiritual skills, gifts, abilities to work with also. And I think the energy is supporting, and I've said this on many readings, right now the energy is supporting divine counterparts coming together. So a lot of mess is going on and people are actually breaking apart because I think that's what's meant to, I mean, it's prophecy. I really think that it's what's happening right now. I wouldn't say it if I didn't like really believe that. So I think that's what's happening with the energies. And let's close out with this. 444. Nice. 31 too. 444 says, trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. Know that you are protected. Fours are about our stability and our foundations, right? And so no matter what's going on at all times, you are definitely divinely directed and protected, and everything's in its place for a certain reason. And I truly do believe that. So I'm sending you love and light. Bye.